While Israel fights for her survival, a deafening hypocrisy rings throughout the world. Watch as climate activist Greta Thunberg is visibly distressed when confronted with a simple question about Israeli hostages, exposing the anti-Semitic double standard.
There's a drone right above us.
This is how the last flotilla of aid to Gaza ended.
Right now they're jamming our code.
Israeli special forces boarding the Madeleine as it approached the coast.
Just to jam our communication.
Ditch the phone! Ditch the phone!
Greta Thunberg and fellow campaigners detained and deported. But undeterred, she's preparing to take part in a new, bigger aid flotilla leaving on Sunday.
So the goal with this mission is both the symbolic aid that we are bringing, that we are in contact with groups inside of Gaza, how to deal with that, but also to open up a humanitarian corridor to, as soon as that has been open, to deliver more aid. But most importantly, this is a mission where we are sending hope and solidarity to the people of Gaza and showing a clear signal that the world has not forgotten about you. And our governments that are complicit in genocide, they do not represent us.
Israel denies genocide and described the last boat as the selfie yacht, a publicity stunt.
The IDF has said to us that it's demonstrated its commitment to getting humanitarian aid into the people of Gaza, and it says that in response to your flotilla that it will continue to enforce the naval blockade. So I guess some people would say, what's the point? You're going to get probably deported again. Is this more about PR than actually progress?
Israel is violating international law, which is very important. And what we are trying to do is to use our rights to sail on international waters and to deliver humanitarian aid, which Israel are not allowed to block from coming in. I do not understand the argument that this mission is pointless at all. As I said, this is also a message of hope and solidarity. And if there's anything I can do, if there's anything we can do here as individuals to send a message to Palestinians that people are watching you, we are doing everything we can. We are continuing to fulfill our promise to do everything we can, continuously trying to break the siege.
Can I just ask you your thoughts on Hamas? They're still holding hostages. What would your message to Hamas be?
I do not stand behind killing civilians. But if we translate that into the reality and which we are seeing how many hundreds of thousands of people who are dying in Gaza, how many hundreds of thousands of people who have been deprived their complete dignity and sense of justice and freedom by Israel.
Famine has been declared in Gaza, but in a statement, the IDF denied blocking aid, saying since the beginning of the war, over 2 million tons have been delivered, with 9,000 aid trucks going in the last few months. Israel's also previously been deeply critical of the activists.
Israel, when they deported your group last time, they accused you of being anti-Semitic. Do you have a response to those claims?
It is not anti-Semitic to say that we should not be bombing people, that people should not be living in occupation, that everyone should have the right to live in freedom and dignity.
Free, free Palestine!
Dozens of boats carrying hundreds of people from around the world will join Greta on this new mission. The chance of getting to Gaza is slim, and the criticism can be fierce, but they're determined to try. Siobhan Robbins, Sky News, Barcelona.
Greta, I just wonder, why is it that when you speak about people having the right to live freely without being oppressed, you don't include the Israeli hostages who are not free and are oppressed as a human being can possibly be? They are at the brink of death. So why don't you just say the Israeli hostages and the Palestinian people? Just add that little addition. Probably because you're not anti-Semitic, right? It's dangerous when we give mouthpieces to young idealistic people who are still too inexperienced to understand the facts in front of them.